Perfect. So I start with my presentation. I'm Alessandra Bucci. I'm from Politecnico di Milano, and today I'm pleased to present my research titled Digitalization and Socioeconomic Inequality in Europe, a Multidimensional Index-Based Analysis. This work was developed alongside Professor Luca Gastaldi, that is my supervisor since I'm a PhD student. So this slide illustrates the dual nature of digital transformation, highlighting both its potential benefits and its inherent risks across four key pillars. In particular, we can see, for example, digital skills, while they promote citizen inclusion, and an even distribution of this skill can actually increase the digital divide. And digital structure, this is essential to bridge the urban-rural gap, but the side warns that physical infrastructure only provides potential access, not guaranteed usage. Then we have the digital transformation of business. This drives productivity and innovation, yet it risks skill bias technological change, which may favor highly skilled people, in general, highly skilled workers over others. And at the end, we have the last pillar that are public services. In this case, we can say that digitalization improves welfare access, but without careful implementation, it can lead to the exclusion of disadvantaged groups. All these pillars come from the digital decade from a European Commission, and I analyzed all the database of this of the digital decade. Okay. Our core research question asks, how does the digitalization of European countries affect multidimensional socioeconomic inequality, and which digital pillars are the strongest drivers of inequality reduction? To answer this, we have two composite indexes. For digitalization, we constructed the DESI, or digital decade, as I've already told before. That is a framework divided into four pillars: skills, infrastructure, business transformation, and public services. And for inequality, we aggregated other indicators across income, education, and labor, standardizing them to ensure comparability across all 27 European member states. This slide presents the econometric framework used to analyze the relationship between digitalization and inequality. It focuses on a fixed effects model, which is designed to control for variables that don't change over time. Here is a breakdown of the components. We have here fixed effects that captures common shocks that affect all countries simultaneously in a specific year. Country fixed effects accounts for time invariant characteristics unique to each country, such as culture or geography. And we have the idiosyncratic error. And this study uses a panel of 108 of observations covering 27 countries over 4 years. To ensure the result are robust, this model includes 3 types of additional control. We have institutional, measured by governance score; social, measured by public policy, public expenditure on social protection; and economic, measured by the GDP per capita. This slide presents instead the baseline empirical work results of the study, evaluating how different components of digital decade framework impact inequality. The table shows the regression coefficients beta and their statistical significance, the p-value. First of all, we have digital public services, that stands out. This is the only strongly significant variable with a p-value of 0.008, and the negative coefficient suggests that improving digital public services is highly effective at reducing inequality. Then we have digital decay, the composite score, the overall index is not statistically significant, indicating that a broad, non-specific approach on digitalization may not yield clear results on inequality. Then we had the business digitalization. While it shows a relatively large negative coefficient, its p-value means that the result is considered unstable and not significantly statistically significant. And we have also skills and infrastructure. Both show very high p-values, meaning that had no statistically significant impact on inequality within this specific baseline model. So the data suggests that investing in digital public services provides the most direct and reliable bang for your buck when the goal is to promote social equality and reduce the digital divide. To ensure these weren't just correlations, we applied a system GMM model to handle endogeneity and reverse causality. The link between digital public services and the reduction of needs that are youth not in education or employment remains robust. So by reducing administrative burdens and increasing transparency, digital services ensure that welfare actually reaches the most disadvantaged groups. In contrast, business digitalization shows a conditional relationship. Change in low-skilled context, digital business tools can increase opportunity, but in highly digitized markets, they risk favoring only the most qualified workers, potentially increasing the divide if not matched by skilled policies. For example, as seen in the Portuguese case, digital tools must be paired with specific inclusion campaigns to ensure adoption by those who need them most. And this slide compares the business non-labor policies of Denmark and Spain to draw broader conclusions about the digital transformation. So if we focus on Denmark's labor policies, we have a focus on the flex security model, which balances flexible hiring with high social protection. It emphasizes lifelong learning, though it notes that participation from low-skilled workers is still only at 50%. And we have also Spanish policies. In this case, this highlights massive investments, including 3.6 billion of euros in digital skills playing and about 3 billion of euros in Kid Digital, specifically for small and medium enterprises to boost worker employability. In conclusion, we can learn three main lessons. First of all, tailored solutions are needed for different national contexts, and complementary policies that are, for example, labor and both digital policies are essential for success, and disadvantaged groups must be specifically targeted to ensure no one is left behind. Okay, so these are some references that have been particularly important for my research, and I thank you for your attention, and now open to any question. Otherwise, I thank you.